Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they would be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Corral's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Lamb will go in motion.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Corral with it on first down.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Laviska Shenault, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here in Vegas. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Prescott now. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll throw again. Prescott.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They go with Jacobs. Oh, fighting through, and he's got space.
Still going, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Switching it up. Corral going to throw here.
Flushed out right.
LaVisca Chenault. He'll get it inside the 20.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Lamb will go in motion. On 3rd down, here's Corral.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
An audible here to get a new look.
Cooper, the man in motion left.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
CeeDee Lamb.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the 2nd level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long for Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Corral, another throw on second down.
Throw left side complete. That's Crawford. Touchdown, Panthers. From 10 yards out.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the gun, Corral. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Laviska Shenault
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Here's Prescott. And it's complete to Adams.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First down, Prescott.
Throw caught by Mayer.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before the half for Corral.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 25 yards that time.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Lamb in motion left.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Corral takes a shotgun snap.
He's got the connection to Cooper.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Carolina. Amari Cooper, 69 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Fourth down, Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down.
Prescott yet again.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out, and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
Now an injury timeout, and that is Devontae Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Michael Mayer
from 8 yards out.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as, we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Here's Corral on first down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Lamb will go in motion.
Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Cooper, the man in motion right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Laviska Shenault
From 17 yards out.
And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A throw over the middle taken in.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now they'll change things up.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Cooper will come in motion right.
Fourth down. Here's Corral. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Prescott.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Amari Barno.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Corral.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Matt Corral.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.